Well, there's shock here in France because this individual is seen as being or having been a leading voice in the protest and the movement of police against the attacks that officers have been undergoing over the last few years. She was a woman called Maggie Biskupski, and she was actually the founder of that movement. Now, the reports here in France suggest that she took her own life in the last day using her service weapon, and she was found dead at home with a note nearby, and that death now is being treated as a suicide here in France. But why was she so important? Well, the 36-year-old was actually also the founding member of the Mobilization of Angry Policemen. This was a group that was set up back in 2016 after police officers received a massive attack. They were attacked with protesters with Molotov cocktails, and in fact 2 individuals, the police officers, were severely burned, with others being injured as a result of that attack as well. Now, she has also been under investigation over the last year for what she described as speaking out to the media about attacks against the police without permission from senior officers or from the police service. Now, police suicide, as you mentioned, is a burning issue here in France, with the statistics showing just how incredibly high it is for this particular profession. Now, those statistics show that in July, this was the latest statistics, showed that for this year, 19 police officers and 16 gendarmes had taken their lives. That was back in July. In 2017, more than 60 police officers and gendarmes took their lives. Now, it's such a burning issue that the government did launch a plan to tackle this earlier this year, saying that they wanted to do more to help people realise if their colleagues needed support. But there was criticism that that plan didn't go far enough. Well, there's been a lot of reaction on social media today to the news of that death, including from senior politicians such as the Interior Minister and the leader of the National Rally.
I was in the Rue Chatillon with her colleagues a few days ago. Maggie Biskupski's fight must not end here. I hear the anger of the police, and we are responding concretely with more effective measures and more resources on the ground.
The suicide of Maggie Biskupski, president of the Mobilization of Angry Police Officers Association, is a terrible symbol of the police suffering she so tirelessly denounced. This suffering took her, and it's a big shock for all of us.
Well, we've spoken to many police officers over the last year or so who've talked to us about some of the issues that they face, some of the abuse, some of the attacks that they face. In fact, one police officer we spoke to in the last 6 months said that as a result of that abuse, they had actually considered taking their own lives. Let's look back now at some of the most serious attacks that officers have faced here in France.